Well, that sucked. Nope. Doesn't even deserve that joke. You're supposed to be the chosen one. I love you like a brother. This game came out 3 years after Cruisn World. And you know what? I expected a lot more. You know, I'm kind of actually a little sad and disappointed by this. I look at this and I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. You know, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, so let me actually explain why I'm so upset. You know what? I'm gonna do this review right. First, I'm gonna go and explain what the pros are, and then I'm gonna do the cons, and then we can figure out what went wrong here. Pro, the game turned on when I first put it in. Turned it on. Oh. Con, the artist's logo looks like Child's first attempt at Maya 2001. Pro, lots of varied levels with a lot of detail. Cons, can't see anything 20 feet away from your vehicle. Pro, you get to pick your own personal avatar. Con, one's a clown and a baby. I mean, who lets their baby drive the work? This is a sick world if you're asking me. Now don't get me wrong, the graphics look good, but the pop-in and the fade-in is so bad it really breaks the immersion. I wish I had better things to say, to be honest, but I'm just lost at the art direction of why they chose to make such a half-assed attempt at this. I'll give them credit when it's due. Now, with a game called Exotica, you're probably expecting some, like, crazy tracks, but it didn't deliver. Korea, Atlantis, Las Vegas, Hong Kong, Alaska, India, Holland, Ireland, the Amazon, Tibet, Mars. So if you ask me, out of all those tracks, only 2 really seem exotic, okay? You got Atlantis, which, ooh, you're underwater, there we go, guys. You got Mars, which is literally a bad version of the moon level. And then you're gonna go tell me that Ireland is a mythical land that no one knows exists? India, someplace where I can't drive through and it's full of shit? No. Also the fact that the N64 port's missing a lot of stuff that was originally in the arcade. Okay, you know what? I'm not even in the mood to be reading off any more of the list, so Wiki, you take care of reading off all the cars, okay? Because of copyright issues, 4 cars were cut due to licensing on the N64. The following cars is as follows. You have the Invader, G-Ride, Mach Ford, Mud Buggy, War Wagon, Bad Mobile, Skid Marks, On the Job, Long Haul, Ridgy Ridge, Heavy Lifting, Hunkin' Junk, Formula 2, Whiplash, Hippie Holla Holler Hall. We got Pie Wagon, Jalopy, Sundrosa, Windward, Surfing, Rail, Little Lightning, Cola, Scraping By, Vapor, whatever the fuck that was, that's Rocket, Guide, Arcade Only, for Mustang, Cobra, and the Hummer 2, you got the Shelby Series number 2. And I mean, I totally understand why things get cut for copyright reason, but they could have easily just reskinned them like they did with the Lambo and the freaking trucks, okay? They do it all the time in the previous games. Why is this one so much different? They also had a series of drivers that were available as avatars. You have the Martian, the Swimmer, Girl, Baby, Clown, Cowboy, Cop, Arcade Only, Douche, Arcade Only, Hippie, Arcade Only, Wolf, Arcade Only, I mean, God forbid. They go and they cut Cop, Douche, Hippie, and Wolf. Like, why even keep the fucking Baby and Clown? They could have put Wolf in there, I would have been happy with that. They could have kept the Cop in there, that would have been pretty interesting with the vehicle. Yet they're gonna keep the 2 creepiest things, a clown and a freaking baby driving on a car? I mean, the alien was pretty cool they kept. They kept 2 generic girl models. Like, how does that even make sense? Honestly. Okay, we gotta get this review back on track. Think happy thoughts, positive thoughts. No baby, no clowns. No babies, no clowns. I mean, 1 to 4 players can play simultaneously. You're doing good. Anything else? But with the short draw distance, it really isn't fun to play. No, try again. Is there anything special about the modes? Well, I mean, they did add 3 other modes. So they have Cruisn Challenge, they have Cruisn Freestyle, and they have Cruisn Exotica. The first one lets you do the time trials and different challenge maps, the second one lets you just play around the tracks themselves, and the third one is an arcade port of it. See? That's cool. And I mean, technically, out of 11 or 12 tracks, there is about like 48 variations of track layouts they have within the game for like practice and time trials and all different modes like that. And I mean, that does give some replayability of it outside arcade mode. So I mean, maybe that's a plus for that. I mean, it's better than nothing. So I mean, Cruisn Exotica is not a total bus. No. What I mean is that. Okay, so don't get me wrong, the game has a lot of nice features. There's stuff like on-card save files, there's tracking the miles that you drive throughout each of the match. You know, you drive to unlock more new cars, which is kind of cool if you're not too good at getting first, second place. But, I mean, the given modes are different and nice, but you know what isn't nice? It's the freaking bumper car AI. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Everything in this game has as messed up and has done. They completely destroyed the AI for the computer controlled characters racing. It makes no sense. How do you downgrade from Cruisn World? Okay, the computer you're versing against literally does not abide by any physics rules that they have in place. It doesn't go by anything else with driving skills. It will run into you. They will bump you. You'll be the one to lose. You'll be driving a giant truck. You might get nudged, or more than likely, their little car will push you out of the way. The traffic issues are back, where it just constantly fills up. It just constantly has so many cars on these small tracks. Almost every track was 2 lanes. I thought we fixed this with Cruisn World. Why do you have so many thin road levels? It makes no sense at all. It makes the game not fun to play. You bounce too much. I swear to some levels where I felt like I was running 1 lane, and you have cars like the computer's version of the Cooler, who literally just blows through everyone at top speed and will win any. If you crash into him, you will lose. If the computer crashes him, everyone loses against him. How is that fair? That's not a challenge when you have a computer-controlled character that's pretty much like the Incredible Hulk bursting through everyone.
Like I've said before, I've seen the computer hit cars and they plow right through them. I've seen them bump into me and I fly off in my own merry way. It seems completely unfair that I'll have the biggest truck around and they still throw around like a ping pong ball half the time. There's supposed to be a weight class system for these cars to determine how hard you hit through them. The computer does not play by those rules, and it's simply not fair. Multiple examples of it happening just makes the game unfun. I end up using the glider vehicle because truthfully it did a really good job of not spinning out. It did really good on the off terrain, and honestly when the computer tried to bully me I can get around and maneuver it. But I shouldn't have to be forced to use a particular vehicle to compensate for how the computer is playing.
And like, how is it even fair or fun? Okay, you know what change they made? You know what freaking one change they did? Forget the AI, forget the bad traffic. They did one change which I'm not gonna forgive. Woosah, Eric. Woosah. This thing about they changed the clear placement to beat a level in arcade. They put it back to only first place in order to continue to the next match. Only first place. Why would you do that for a console game where the AI clearly will push through you? You know, like 3rd place and up was pretty fair. That's pretty standard for a race game. You won 3rd place. There you go. Continue on. You got 4th. Hard luck. Let's try again. You know, it's like it's ridiculous what they expect you to do with a game that purposely has the AI cheat. That's what makes it unfun. If it was all about skill, fine. But when the AI purposely cheats and you purposely lose, it doesn't feel like a game anymore. It feels like a trial of patience, honestly. I mean, maybe they wanted to make it more challenging. Oh, and you would think that, except for the fact that they give you limited continues on playing arcade. So when you just start off a new account, you only have 2. If you lose 2 times, you're done. Congratulations, you're starting back from the beginning of the same fucking maps. And that's the type of thing that goes with this, is that when you have issues with a lot of setups with tracks, this isn't challenging anymore, it's unfair.
And you know what's even more messed up? Remember I mentioned about the miles before? Yeah, that's the only way you can unlock new cars. That's the only way to actually grind out new vehicles, to grind out miles. I'm not talking about, like, markers like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. There's a point where they want you to get 100,000 miles to unlock the vehicle. No skill, just waste your time playing this game. And I mean, honestly, playing should be the main draw. Arcade mode should be the main draw, but it feels like a waste of effort. It feels like a waste of time. That, you know what you unlock? You only unlock one thing. When you play arcade mode, you unlock Exotica mode. And I'll tell you what this is.
Let me guess. Is it the biggest waste in time of any type of bonus unlockable item you can give that ends up giving you cancer? The biggest waste of time for any bonus item they can unlock that would give your eyes cancer.
They give you 2 modes for Exotica. One's called Wacky, which makes your screen look like a mild acid trip while you're playing the blurring out textures. And let me be honest, I could not get far just playing a level with this on. It gave me a headache. And the other one's called Insane Mode.
I mean, have you ever wanted to play an interactive vaporwave music video? Because that's what you unlock.
Well, here you go. Enjoy it all. It zooms the camera super far out, it does reverse fisheye, then stretches it down, and then speeds up the gameplay. This is literally the worst extra that you can have in a game, where it makes it physically uncomfortable to play. It makes it unfun for the driver. And I know I joke, but it really will feel like you're getting cancers of the eyes.
I mean, this game was so unfun and uninteresting that there wasn't any wiki fun facts this episode.
And now it's time for a super duper wiki fun fact. Cruisn Exotica is compatible with the N64 Rumble Pack.
Oh man, wiki, that was more of a sad fact, to be honest. Yeah, it was.
Well, I'm gonna leave you with the ending of this video, with the ending of the game. Now, mind you, in the USA, when we had the White House and then the world, we had to blast off to the moon. So what does Exotica do?
A goddamn ring of floating icons. That's what you get. Duck it. Dum 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 da 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 da. Dum 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 dum. Ba da ba ba ba. Ba dum dum ba dum bum bum. Ba 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 ba. Ba dum dum ba dum bum bum. Ba 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 ba. I'll be honest, I have no idea what next game's gonna be. It's gonna be Mortal Kombat? Seems good? Nice. See you guys next time, guys. Bye.